Hi, you guys. I think I have a problem. A book buying problem. I bought more books. And more books. Oh, so let's get to it. So, hi. Welcome to another episode here of Crafty Chic Design. As you can see, right at the start of this video, we are talking about books. And I know my videos are mostly like crafting and everything like that. But I also want to share my book buying hauls and what I'm reading. So I'm definitely going to keep sharing my my crafting and all those things and the craft fairs that I'm doing. Hopefully you watched the last video, my first craft fair video of 2025. I think that was a pretty good little video or craft fair I did for my first one of 2025. But the reason we're talking books today, because as you know, I do or if you don't know, this is your first video you're watching, I do the blind dates with a book. So with that being said, I of course buy books. I try to get them on sale. Where else, buy them online, or buy them off of people who are selling their books, so that I can have books for the blind date with the books that I do. That has become very popular, and I'm a book reader. I love to read. I am actually, my goal for this year was to read 50 books. I am for sure going to surpass that goal, because now I am at 33 books this year. And I'm also have been receiving ARCs from some authors. If you don't know what that means, this just means advanced reader copies. So I just finished up with one ARC I did. It was called Falling from Grace. It was wonderful. Maybe I'll put a picture in here somewhere so you guys can see that. It actually comes out on May 7th. It was a wonderful read. It's about small town romance, but it just seemed like it was about a little bit more than that. For me, I felt like it was about redemption. It felt like more like a redemption story, and forgiveness and everything like that. So I thought it was a really great book, and it comes out May 7th, like I said, and you definitely should check it out and read it. It was a great little read, a little spicy, but it was a really good read. I really did enjoy it. I actually really even enjoyed the kid that was in the, the book too as well. She was cute. So I've been doing that, and like I said, I am at 33 books right now. Some books is audiobooks. I do count audiobooks as books. I know some people are like, oh, audiobooks, that's cheating, da da da. Not really, because sometimes I tandem read, so I'll have like the audiobook and like the ebook along with it, kind of keep up with it. Right now, the audiobook I'm finishing up now is Local Woman Missing. Really good thriller book. Awesome thriller book. But for the month of April, I've been reading a lot of romance books and things like that. So I'm definitely finishing up with that. So when the month of April would be over, I think I will be at 12 books for the month of April. So April has been my biggest reading month. So that's good. I love reading. Always love the reading. And this is why I decided to do the blind dates with a book. Not because, it's the latest and trendiest thing to do. Also because I am a book reader and I love to read. So I don't want to just do something that's trendy because, everybody else is doing it. And, let's just, do books because, it's the trendiest thing to do. I'm not going to waste my time or anybody else's time doing books if it's not, it's not something that I'm into. I've decided with this business and taking this business in a direction that if it's not something I enjoy, it's not something I want to do, then I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to, just be trendy with the market because that's what everybody else is doing. So, and I'm wearing my new shirt here. This is like my dark romance shirt, book club. Oh my God, I got choked up. My dark romance shirt here. Excuse me. So, what do we have here? We have a lot of books. I Amazon had a book sale. Excuse me, guys. So Amazon had a book sale, and it was from April 23rd to the 28th. So today's the 27th. Is today the 27th? Yes. Today is April 27th. So the 28th is their last day. So I decided to pick up a few books on Amazon for their book sale. And this here is the box. So I opened it. I didn't go through the books. I just opened it because I had some other stuff in there that I got. But let's go through and see what we got here. So I got some thrillers. I got some romance. Got a couple of different things here. The first thing we got here is called The Wrong Good Deed. So this book here is a thriller book. It starts off in 1964, and you see it 50 years later. She finds this woman who gets married, finds out her husband and his friends are on the verge of committing a horrible crime. She ends up leaving him and she never comes back. So I guess, and then 50 years later, either she shows up or something like that. So it sounds really interesting, and I decided to pick that up for the blind date with a book. Another book here it's called Our Fault. I don't know if you have to read the other book first or what. I'm not sure. So this is called Our Fault. I think there's another book. I don't know if this is the book in the series, but I will do that first. With my blind dates with a book, I don't like to get too many books with a series, but what I'm finding out on what is hard is there's a lot of books that are part of a series. So, and they are part of a series, and some of you can read as standalone. So hopefully this is a book that you read as a standalone, but I thought it was really interesting. So it just talks about it's about a couple, Noah and Nick. Relationship starts with the most passionate of fires, but after Noah's mistake, it might have been all gone up in smoke. Nick cannot forgive her, can't trust her, can't be with her, but also can't stay away from her, no matter how he tries. And their inevitable crash back together would ignite the wildest flames yet. Oh, okay. So sounds good. Like I said, not sure if it's a part of a, if you can read it as a standalone. And it also says here, soon to become a major picture. So, sounds awesome. And this one here has been all over TikTok. It has been like, people have actually really, really loved this book. It is definitely YA. And I want to start getting more books for my younger crowd. So I got this here, Legendborn. It is a YA book. It's about high school kid. She's a 16-year-old girl, and she finds out that she goes off to be in a residential school for bright kids, but she also finds out there's a secret society of people called Legendborn, and I guess they have like magic or whatever. So this is another book that's very popular, and I wanted to start getting books for my younger crowds because a lot of the craft fairs, a lot of young people do come to the shows. This here is a hockey romance, Body Check, by Elle Kennedy. So it's one of those little hockey romance that the ladies are just going goo gaga over. I don't know what it is about hockey, but the women are definitely loving the hockey romance. So I decided to pick this one up. So, and it sounds pretty interesting. Okay, what else we got here? We also have some romantasy or fantasy romance. So this is called The King of Battle and Blood. Okay, considers her wedding day is a door. Considers her wedding day to be her death day. To end a year-long war and protect the people of her kingdom, she's also married the Vampire King. So it's about, I guess, vampires, and this woman has to marry a vampire in order to save her family, but she also wants to try to assassinate him as well. So I decided to get that for the ladies who love the romance and fantasy books for sure. There's a lot of us. And this book here, I've read and heard so much about it. It's definitely a tearjerker. You've Reached Sam. Heard so much about this. Definitely will make you cry. This young person here, she wanted to move out of her small town with her boyfriend Sam and attend college in the city and spend the summer in Japan. But then Sam dies. Okay, and I don't want to read too much about the synopsis here because I feel like it will give it away. But if you've read this book, it's I mean, it's geared towards young adults, but it just sounds amazing, and there's definitely going to be some tears when you read this book. So You've Reached Sam, another good one there. Another one that I read the synopsis on and I thought sounded absolutely amazing is I'm Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. Another book was definitely about family, and this girl, she does not want to go to college. Okay, Perfect Mexican Daughters do not. Oh, Perfect Mexican Daughters do not go away to college. They do not move out of their parents' home after high school. Perfect Mexican Daughters never abandon their family. So I guess this girl wants to go off to college, but she is, told that she should stay with her family and everything like that. So I guess her older sister passes away or something like that, and they don't want her to go off because, that's not what the perfect Mexican daughter does. She stays and takes care of the family and everything like that. So it sounded amazing and awesome, and I definitely wanted to pick this one up. So far, I think I got some pretty good reads here. Also, let's see here. We have another one, another hockey romance. It's called The Game Changer. Hopefully you can see that. Yep. This is another little spicy hockey romance here. So, yeah, you know what these are all about. Hockey, hooking up, happily ever after. That needs this is another book. This is the thriller Alice Feeney. He's in Her. She is a thriller author, and like I said, I definitely wanted to get some thrillers on there. A dark, twisted read that will sure secure her status as one of the best psychological thriller writers on the block. When a woman is murdered in Blackdown, Anne Andrews is reluctant to cover the case. Detective Jack Harper is suspected of her involvement until he becomes suspect in his own murder investigation. Ooh. So, that sounds awesome. Okay. So I got two Alice Feeney books here. I guess they decided to wrap this one up in plastic. I don't know why, but they did. So let's get this one open. It's weird. They decided to wrap that one in plastic, but the other ones are just all in this box from Amazon. This one here is called Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. That is another very popular book. Things been wrong for Mr. and Mrs. Wright for a long time. Every anniversary couple exchange traditional gifts, and Adam's wife writes him a letter she never lets him read until now. Self-conscious workaholic Adam and has face blindness. He can't even recognize his own wife. When Adam in the middle of Wednesday weekend to Scotland, it might be just what the marriage needs. His weekend makes or break their marriage, but they did not randomly win this trip. One of them is lying, and someone doesn't want them to live happily ever after. Ooh. 10 years of marriage, 10 years of secrets, and adventures that they will never forget. All right, rock, paper, scissors. And it's another thriller. Okay, so maybe meant to be. I'm not sure what this is about. Not sure if it's a thriller or what it is exactly. If Charlie and Sage are meant to be, why can't Sage stop kissing Charlie's brother? Ooh. And why can't Charlie stop thinking about kissing the new boy at school? Wow. Everyone at Extra School believes that Sage, Morgan, and Charlie are meant to be, even though Charlie seems to have a new girlfriend every month and Sage has never had a real relationship. Their friends and family all know it's just a matter of time to realize they are actually in love. When Luke shows up on campus, his presence immediately shakes things up. Charlie and Luke are drawn to each other. They meet, giving Sage time to spend time with Charlie's twin brother Nick. But Charlie's afraid of what others would think if he accepted he's been more in a relationship, friendship with Luke. Oh, and Sage fears that if she has let things with Nick go too seriously, too quickly, they won't be able to last a couple outside of high school. Wow, that sounds pretty good. Wow. So, that's another good read. So, not sure if that's YA or what's happening here. I don't know, but that sounds pretty doggone good. And another one by the same author. And this one is called What Happens After Midnight. So, Lily Hopper has 2 more weeks till she finish with boarding school. With graduation quickly approaching, Lily is worried that she somehow missed out on the fun of being in high school. So when she receives a mysterious note inviting her to join the anonymous senior club's jester in executing the end of the school year prank, Lily sees her chance to put her goody two-shoes reputations behind her. Ooh. So, that sounds pretty good. What Happens After Midnight. So another by that same author. And we have one more in here. This is a Christmas book. All the Jingle Ladies. Okay, so here it is here. Okay, and it says, Molly hates Christmas. Ever since her parents released a cheesy Christmas song 10 years ago, and complete with a video of Molly dressed as the cutest little elf, the summer has gone from ho 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 to hum hum humiliating. This year takes a turn for the worse when the songs of Molly's Nightmare is included on the soundtrack for the hottest new holiday movie. This tune is everywhere again as Molly tries to hide her true elf. A Christmas connection with the cute guy at the movie fair may make this holiday season one to remember. Oh, so it's a cute little holiday read here. So that is all that I picked up from Amazon. Now, in this, before I get to this bag, some dollar stores have they have books in there. So I stopped at my dollar store to pick up some stuff. So I picked up these 3 books. I have no idea what they're about. The first one is called Super Host. Hopefully you can see that. And it says Bennett has had better days. A Turner Prize nominated artist, Bennett was one for Rising Star. Now, at the age of 55, his wife has left him. He hasn't sold a painting in 2 years, and his gallery wants to stop selling his work, claiming that they'll have more value when he's dead. Jeez. So left with a large Western London home and no income, he's forced to move into his artist studio in the back garden and lease his house on the popular vacation rental. A stranger in his home with his daughter Mia off at art school and the new relationship visiting at best, Bennett has trouble finding purpose in his day-to-day. It all changed when 3 different guests, lonely American Alice, tortured artist Emma, and curious, optimistic, divorcee Kristen unwillingly like the piece of himself that's been lost in him for too long. That sounds awesome. I love that. So, that's $1.25. So, if you're looking for books, definitely check out your local dollar store. Okay, this one here Reasonable Adults. Okay, Reasonable Adults. What is this about? Okay, well, it doesn't tell me much. Okay. Everything has fallen apart for Kate. She is freshly single from an ex she never really liked, and freshly fired from a job she never really liked either. Somehow, she reached the age of 31, and the only thing she truly cares about are her golden doodle, Eric, and her two best friends, proving proving to her parents that if she's honest to herself, she might be the right choice moving to the city. So when a job at Treetop Creative Retreats land in Katie's lap, she's thrilled. 3 months at the glorified art and craft workshop for grown-ups that boosts five-star cuisines and helipad, and she will be well paid. The perfect escape. Who cares if her contract spans the depths of winter? Neat. A charming life experience. She can learn to snowshoe. Huh. When Kate arrived at Treetop, nothing is as she imagined. She didn't read the fine print. Her targets are impossible. Her boss is out to get her, and there happens to be an extremely off-limit fellow staffer who has no business being so gorgeous. Part journey, in part self-discovery, in part rom-com, in part comedy of error. Reasonable Adults is a hilarious debate about finding yourself and maybe love along the way. Well, that sounds amazing. So, Reasonable Adult, another $1.05. And my last find at the dollar store was Reggie and Delilah's Year of Falling. Oh, that sounds cute. Okay, let's see what Reggie and Delilah is about. Delilah has always kept her messy, goofy inside hidden behind a wall of shrugs and yeah, whatever. She goes with the flow, which is she ends up singing in her friend's punk band as a favor, even though she preferred to hide at the merch table. Reggie is a D&D Dragon Master, D&D Dungeon Master, and self-declared blah. He spends his free time leading quests and writing essays, critiquing the game under a pseudonym, keeping it all under wraps from his disapproving family. These two, who have practically nothing in common, meet for the first time on New Year's Eve, and then again on Valentine's Day, and then again on St. Patrick's Day. It's almost like the time is perfect. It's pushing them together for a reason. Delilah wished she was more like Reggie, open about what she likes and who she is, even if it's not cool, except it's all a front. Reggie is just role playing someone confident, kind of guy who could be with a girl like Delilah. As the holidays meeting continued, the two begin to fall for each other. But what happens once they realize they each other fall for a version of the other that doesn't really exist? Ooh, interesting. That is very interesting. So I think that might be for sure YA. But look how cute. I mean, I was drawn by that pink color. I love pink. So that's what drew me to it. That is what I got from the dollar store, if you can believe that. And now moving on to my local, I guess, I don't know, it's half price. I don't know if a lot of people have half price bookstores in that area. But this here is called Rat. Okay. And it is, I believe, a retelling of, let's see, I'm not sure which this is a retelling of. Evelyn Winsley has been the bad guy, as the brains, brawn, and botanist behind his family drug empire. She has her father's ruthless secret weapon. After a one-night stand with a gorgeous man in a nightclub, she states her urges and is back to her criminal ways. That is, until the same man shows up the night at the new Wesley Jackson under a totally different name. So these books here are just retellings of, like, I want to say Disney stories. I don't know which is Wreck a retelling of. I'm not sure what Wreck is a retelling of. So let me look it up and find out what is Wreck a retelling of. So let's go here on Amazon and find out what this one is a retelling of. Because you know Amazon will tell you everything. So let's see here. Come on. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so ah, this is the reimagined of the Wizard of Oz. That's what this one is, a reimagining of the Wizard of Oz. So I don't know if you can see those little yellow tags up there, but I'm gonna get that and take those off of there. So that's what that is. The next one, and you don't have to read these in a series. You can definitely read these as standalones. The next one is called Twisted, which is a retelling. Let's see. Is Twisted is a reimagining of Aladdin. So that's what this one, Twisted. It's a reimagining of Aladdin. Yasmin, daughter to one of the richest men in the world, has never known strife. So when her beloved father falls ill, she's determined to make his final days his happiness. His last wish, to see her married to a man of his choosing. Except Yasmin's heart already belongs to someone else, a servant. A man her father would never consider worthy. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, Yasmin strikes a desperate deal with her father's right-hand man, Julian, not realizing his own twisted agenda. Julian has one goal: become the most powerful man in the world. He also builds a future from broken bones and faded bruises, never caring who he hurts along the way. But when his mentor falls ill, he finds himself on the verge of losing everything. So that's what that one is, a reimagine. Very interesting. So those, I got that. And what else do we have here? Nick and Noel's Christmas playlist. This is, of course, a Christmas book. And what else do you need to know? You know, people meet together on Christmas. They spend time together. So that's what you got there. Another Christmas book. What do we have here? Thank You Next. This here is another book. This one here is about a single divorce attorney. Alex Turner is watching reality TV when she finds and see her latest ex fiance is picking out her new dress. So this is kind of like, she's been running into some bad luck with some guys, and things are not what it seems to be, and it's time to move on. So here is another one. Party of Two. So I wanted to read this one here myself. I thought it was really cute and funny. But it's about a couple. Dating is the last thing on Olivia's Monroe line when she moves to LA to start her own law firm. But she meets this gorgeous guy at a hotel. They spend the entire night flirting, and she discovers too late that he's none other than hotshot junior senior Max. Olive has zero interest in dating a politician, but when cakes arrive at his offer with a cute message, she can't resist. It's a chocolate cake after all. Olivia is surprised to find that Max is sweet, funny, and noble, not just some privileged white politician she assumes him to be. So this is a interracial love. It's a contemporary romance, and I'm definitely into that. So this is here, Party of Two, and they're trying to hide their relationship. Don't want anybody to know about it because, of course, he's a politician or whatever. But definitely want to read that. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, we have two more to go. This one here, First Lie Wins. It is another thriller, and it's a hardback. Evelyn Porter has everything a nice Southern girl can want. Dating a doting boyfriend, a house with a white picket fence, a tight group of friends. Only catch, Evelyn Porter doesn't exist. The identity comes first. Even Porter, once she has given a name and location of her mysterious boss. She learns everything to know about the town and the people in it. Then the mark, Ryan Summer, the lost piece of the puzzle's job. Eva isn't privy to Mrs. Smith's real identity, but she knows Job isn't like any other. Ryan has gotten under her skin and started leading a different sort of life for herself. But Eva can't make any mistake, especially after what happened last time. Eva reporter must stay one step ahead of her past while making sure there's still a future in front of her. So a little thriller here. So, and it was on sale for $3. So that's a pretty awesome sale there, if I say so. And my last and final book is The Heart Principle. So this here is, oh, that's so pretty and so rad. I love that. So this is what a woman who struggles with burnout learns to embrace the unexpected and the man she lists to help her. It's the heartfelt novel by author Helen Holm. Oh, okay. So she falls. There's this tattooed motorcycle riding guy comes in. The first step at a one night stand fails, as does the second and the third. Because being with Quan is more than sex. He accepts Anna and the unconditional love she has for sex begin to understand. Okay. So, this is the last and final book. So, how many books do I have here with my book buy-ins? 1, 2, 3. I think in total there's 23 books. Not too bad, I guess. But, and then of course this is the not my TBR cart, but the cart that I store the books that I have for my blind dates with a book. So I put them here. I go through all the books. I decide, I give a little synopsis about the books, and this is where I store them for the time being. So, and let me show you what the books look like once I have them all nice and wrapped and ready to go. I can get this out of my way. So, this is my little cart here. But this is what the books look like. So I can bring it here and show you. This is what the books look like once I get them all wrapped up and ready to go. So this is a contemporary romance. It is a slow burn, and it says summer theme now. And I have like a little bookmark, some stickers, pen, and a reading list tracker there for people when they want to know, if they want to track their books or any other books that they're reading, they can definitely do that. So I get these all wrapped up and ready for my craft fair. I definitely have to get more books wrapped up and ready for my website, because I haven't put any on my Etsy page yet. I definitely do want to get some of these books up on my Etsy page and offer them there as well. So I decided to do a craft fair on May 10th. I was not going to do a craft fair at first, but I did decide to do one on May 10th. So I definitely for sure will be taking some of these books with me. There's moms that like to read and get back into reading. Now their kids are grown and off, and so I decided to do this craft fair and take some of my books with me. So, with that being said, that is it. That's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Another quick little book buying haul. I think I'm okay for now. I don't think I need to buy any more books. This is just some of the books here. I have some scattered on my table over here, so I think we're good. I don't need to buy any more, and I got some more over there, so we're good for now with books. We don't need any more, so we are good with that. So with that being said, I want to thank you again for watching another episode here of Crafty Chic Design. In the next episode you will see probably be me getting ready for my craft fair that's coming up on May 10th, and also the craft fair itself. So hopefully I can film another video. If I don't get a chance to film another video after this one, that video for sure will be me at the next craft fair, which I said is May 10th, the day before Mother's Day. Also, I believe it's an outside market if the weather is cooperating. If the weather is not cooperating, then we will be inside of the school. It is at a high school. And I think I mentioned in my last video, I love doing craft fairs at schools because they are so helpful. They have it very well organized. So I for sure definitely love doing craft fairs at schools because I feel like it's just so well organized and everything. So thank you again so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe, hit a like. If you watched this video all the way through the end, put a little book emoji down there for me to let me know that you enjoyed this video, and I will be talking to you soon, guys. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.